right. Go for it.
Yee. Click the button. Timer 1 hour 40 seconds. Oh no.
Oh my.
Alright, so who remember what happened last time?
Nope.
Wait, you have to be more specific because of what today is. Do you mean last time or last time?
Yes.
Last time we nearly killed Santa.
And
Last time Lawrence had a full session to himself. Can he have a repeat performance?
I can give it a try. Although, I'm not sure that would be in the best interest of everybody else.
Okay, so what did happen again? So it was like Lawrence got put. How did he get put in the insane asylum the first time? Was that Graham's character?
yeah.
Yeah.
The first
Then
time.
He kept trying to get people to kill him, so like that was a reason to get put in, and then he refused to talk to anyone to state his case, and instead attacked everyone he saw. So he was definitely admitted, and then we broke him out, and then he broke the law about 20 minutes later, got caught, and was like, "Oh, it's the fugitive from the asylum. Let's just put him back in there."
Yep.
And then they filled him
Because
up on
Lawrence
drugs.
is not very good at being a character for more than 20 minutes without deciding to break the law.
All getting myself killed.
So Lawrence.
Usually one happens because of the other, right?
Hmm.
Quite often, yeah.
So you're in the asylum, drugged off out of your mind.
Yep.
Alright.
What we're seeing is what Lawrence's character is seeing. Blackness and walls.
Darkness?
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Alright,
Sorry
Lawrence.
about that. Yes.
I would like you to place yourself here. If you can see that thing.
Where? Exactly.
I'm pinging it on the map.
Oh, okay. 1 second. There we go.
Alright. Andrew and Graham, you can be anywhere in sort of like this whole segment of the prison or asylum. Just not in the areas that are like in black. You cannot be outside currently. But you can be anywhere you want. You can be in the canteen, you can be chilling.
Is the white area the canteen rest area?
This This area is sort of like where people hang out. It's the common area. These are sort of rooms, office, holding area, like it's all good.
Oh god, I dragged myself into the thing and I can't find how to get
There you
myself.
are. I've freed
Thank you.
you. I've freed you from the darkness.
For now.
I will be there.
You'll be there.
This is
Nice.
like the common area where everyone gets to sort of just sit about.
Yep. Alright, so Lawrence, we'll start with you.
Okay.
One day, you don't quite know how long you have been in here.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like you usually like, but you don't really remember many things. The last thing you kind of clearly remember is getting taken here by your friends,
Mhm.
and you've just sort of started to regain a semblance of proper consciousness. You are in a strange room.
Um. I like to approach the door. Is there any are there any openings in the door, like a place for it to look out of, or a place for them to sort of slide um, meals through the door and stuff
There is
without
there is a
coming
there
with
is a
them?
little hatch at the bottom of the door that you would presume is what they use to like feed you and stuff.
Mm. Looking around the room, is it essentially as it is on here, like
Yes, there's a bed. It's pretty.
bed, some sort of drawers or cabinet or something?
Yep.
Is can looking through the cabinet, is there anything there?
Uh, there's a fresh change of clothes that you've been put into. You as you realize you like look down and you're wearing like a sort of white shirt with short sleeves and sort of baggy pants, sort of like
Okay.
joggers.
Are there any clothes within the drawers?
There's changes of the same clothes that you're wearing.
Okay. Um, I'd like to take all but one of the pairs of pants, and uh, I'd like to. Hmm, I'd like to start tearing them in half, like down the middle, so that the legs sort of like come apart. So I've got like one leg in one hand and the other leg in the other hand.
Go to rip them apart. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
like you get to a point where they definitely should have ripped by now, but it seems that the clothes sort of just continue to deform. They don't
Mm-hmm.
seem to rip. Like you find it
Okay.
very it's like trying to rip apart rubber,
Okay.
and as soon as you leave go of them, they like it doesn't like snap back into position, but it like slowly tries to take its original shape.
Okay. Um. Is there a window in this cell? Is this a window?
There are no windows.
Okay. Is everything bolted to the floor?
Well, actually, sorry, no. This is a window. It has bars over it.
Okay. Is there a glass panel in the window?
There are, there is no, there is a glass panel. Sorry, you can actually see out of the window. You can see like a cone.
I'll go over to the window and look out of it.
You can see sort of like out to there-ish.
Okay. Is the glass panel on my side of the window or on the opposite side of the window to the bars?
It's on your side.
Okay, so I can't access the bars.
Not without breaking the window.
Okay. Is the bed bolted to the floor?
Um, it
Just
if
so
you
you-
look at it, it seems to be.
Okay. Is it like a four? It does it have four legs?
It does have four legs.
Okay, good. I will tie the legs of all my pants together.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have a bucket in here to use as a toilet?
When you look around, you can't see a bucket.
Hey. I'd like to tie. Is the rope I've made with the pants long enough to stretch between the corner of the bed, the leg in this corner of the bed, and the door handle here, if there's a door handle?
It's possible to. It doesn't quite reach, but if you added some, if you tried to like mix the shirts in as well, you could make a. You could like tie them all together. Real
Yeah.
quick, roll me a dexterity check to see how well you can tie these pieces of clothing together.
Nat 20 for a 23.
Yeah, these seem pretty well tied together.
Um,
Alright, you've tied the leg of the bed to the handle of the door.
I would then like to urinate on the clothing that I've tied there.
You urinate on the clothing, and as you do so, the urine begins sort of. It doesn't seem to get absorbed by the clothing at all. It seems to, like, move around the clothing. It just slips off it and forms a puddle underneath.
Okay. I was hoping that would have a bit of a different effect, but
You get the idea that whatever this thing's made of, it's something very strange. It does not hold
yeah.
water.
I'll go and untie it from the door. I'd then
Okay.
like to try. I'd then like to try and pull the door open.
The door is currently locked.
And I'd like to try and see how strong that lock is.
Okay, roll strength. Or athletics. Roll athletics.
12.
You sort of push on the door, and you try and like push as hard as you can, but the door does not seem to give.
I'll go to sleep.
Sure, as you begin to go to sleep, you hear a voice from outside of your room. It says, "So we've looked over your time here, and it's time to give you a trial run at like being a normal inmate. We're gonna allow you to try and like mix with the other inmates."
Are they saying all this while looking in at the pissy room?
No, there's not a window there, so they can't actually see in.
Oh, that's probably for the best.
And they say, "So we're gonna give you we're gonna try and help you out." First things first, you gotta back away from the door.
I don't say anything as I'm trying to get to sleep.
Do you not respond to them?
I mean, I'm trying to sleep, so I'll say I'm trying to sleep.
They respond with, "It's the middle of the day."
And you expect sense in a place like this?
They say, "Just back up against the wall so we can come and take you away."
I'm away from the door.
No, back up to the wall.
I'll move over here.
Alright. A doctor peeks in, comes at. Are you facing the wall?
Yeah.
He will
Is
come
it
in.
is it the one that I endangered the lineage of?
No. He
So it's not
will.
the one that I kicked in the nuts.
No. He's still on vacation.
Interesting.
He will then put some, like, he'll essentially give you a straight jacket.
Uh-huh.
He then says, "Put that on," and then he goes over to wait by the door.
I'll put it on. Does he not comment on the
Uh,
smell of the clothes? Or...
he looks around on the floor and says, "Man, you you're gonna need to call when you need the toilet."
I suppose.
It's fine. We'll work on that. He then like goes outside, and you can see him like noting something down on like a little built-in tablet to the wall.
So yeah, I'll put the straight jacket on.
He then motions you to follow him.
I'll come out here.
Uh, he guides you to some stairs.
Mm-hmm.
He then leads you down them, and you come out here. There. And he said, "Alright, now be on your best behavior. Okay?
Just because it's you, Doc.
And if we see any other misgivings, you'll be straight back with the rest of them."
The rest of who?
The other
Are the voices talking to you as well?
the other of the most troubled patients. He then opens this door and gestures for you to go through.
I'll walk through.
Cool. You are now in a corridor.
Hmm. I'll walk over here
Alright.
and push on this door.
You enter that area.
I will then walk to this door and push on here.
Sure. You walk into this room. You see two people, like, just sort of chatting. They're currently sitting on their beds.
I'll say, hello there.
They respond and say, "Hey, Is this our room? Do
Yeah.
you mind like?
Yes. Yes, I do mind. Actually,
Well, get out.
I just came to say hi.
Okay, hi. Now go.
What are your names?
My name's Fred, and I'm Gregory.
Ah, hello, Fred and Gregory. Gregory, what's your surname? Is it
Uh,
House?
Jackson.
Ah. Farewell. I'll move over to this room and push the door open and walk in.
All right. You meet two other people. They're currently sitting like across each other. They've made a little makeshift. They've like pulled one of the beds a bit more forward. They've made a makeshift table. They're currently playing a card game on the table.
Ah, what are you playing? This looks like fun.
Have you ever played 21?
Yes.
Do you want us to deal you in?
No, thank you. I was just curious. What are your names?
I'm Allison, and that's my buddy, James.
Ah, Alison and James. Uh, are they both? Are they different? Uh, uh,
Allison seems to be a large sort of lizard woman,
mhm.
uh, and James seems to be sort of like a plump dwarf.
Alright. I'll say, so what are you going for?
James responds with, nothing, I'm totally normal.
I know, me too, right?
Also, you note that every time James picks up a card, he licks the card.
Okay. And what about you? My, lizard friend.
Uh,
Pardon my terminology. I say bowing slightly.
uh, she says, I'm also completely normal.
Exactly, that's what I keep telling them too. They've got us completely wrong.
Uh, she then approaches you, uh, and notices you have like a little tuft of hair sticking up.
Hmm.
Uh, she begins like trying to chew on the hair.
I'll quickly back away out of the room, and I'll say, "Anyway, must be going. I've got people to meet."
Okay, see you around. Tell us if you want to get dealed in.
I'll let you know. I'll go here. Uh,
Also, roll perception real quick.
Dean.
On your way out, you notice on the little blue panel, uh, outside of their room, it just says oral fixations.
Ah, oral fixations. Right. Uh, I'd like to approach this door.
You approach
And
it and
open
it's
it.
locked.
I'll go here. I'll go to this door and push on it.
You come through. There are many tables and chairs. The room is filled with a lot of interesting people.
And for it is I, Justin. I have come to you, my wonderful people.
Otto, you see a strange person that would recognize as like this person is like wearing a straitjacket clearly because they've recently been moved from a more dangerous section of the asylum.
I
Andrew's character,
do not
you would
move.
also know this.
Yes. What? How would I know this?
Because the DM told you. Obviously.
Also, off camera, did you see Joseph? Did you see what I rolled on my 20?
Yes.
Yes. 7 was kind of garbage though. Ah, the main character has arrived.
I'll sit down at the table and say hi to Steve here.
You come over and say hi to this nondescript gentleman. They seem
So
to
what
be...
is your...
They're sitting there and they look very nervous.
So what is your name? I've come to make friends.
Hi, I'm Susan.
Hi, Susan. I'm Justin.
Hi.
You seem nervous.
I don't know what you mean. Leave me alone.
Okay. I'll turn to...
Someone is
Okay.
right behind you. They seem
Uh,
to instinctively approach you.
I'll turn around and I'll say, aha! So you approach me.
Indeed I do, protagonist of this story.
What is this foul name you call me, protagonist? I am Justin.
It means everything's about you.
Oh.
You're the lead man.
I like that. I will partake in your story. Let us go forth and revel in our folly together.
Cool. There's also a guy over there who's a player character, just so you know. And just like points at Graham's character.
Interesting. Let's go and meet this character.
Also, the incredible, like, somebody who you know is, who you've, like, seen around but haven't really talked too much has suddenly pointed you out to this guy who's in a straitjacket. Like, from across the room.
I would not have noticed.
Fair enough.
Greetings, fellow adventurer. I have come to greet you.
Otto looks up at him. It's like, if you play along, they take off the jacket, but then goes back to eating.
What is that you're eating, legs?
I don't know. I can't really taste it anymore. They don't let me get too excited.
Interesting.
Oh,
so,
hello, I am Otto.
Otto.
Don't ask why I'm here. It's not good for you.
Nothing is good for me. I will die eventually. I made a friend
I just nodded my head.
Andrew.
Are you the one that keeps trying to escape?
No.
Andrew, well, this
I must be
conversation is going on.
misremembering.
You overhear that These two people are. Oh, sorry. You notice that there's a plot relevant thing going on in the corner.
Plot relevance? Guys, we should move over that table over there.
I jump up onto this table, run across, and jump across onto this table and say, "Hello, fear not, for I am here."
Okay, before you jump over, you hear them in the middle of talking. So, like, yeah, did you hear about that? And then you land on the table. And you, like, interrupt their conversation.
He has a very Jack Sparrow attitude.
Says, they say, hello. Hi.
Hello. Would you like to join my friends and I on whatever adventure this is that we're on in this theatre of the damned?
Where's there to go? We've explored this place.
Ah, you limit yourselves.
But, I
What?
mean, there is one way I suppose you could go.
Up? And I look
No,
at the
they've
ceiling.
introduced this new scheme, where you can get out for a bit if you agree to like help this company do some manual labor. It's pretty neat.
Schemes? Schemes are my favorite.
It's
Let's go do this thing.
it's designed. Oh, you. Oh, okay.
So, and Otto Jr., come with me. Let's go do this scheme. Whoa.
They won't let us go outside. It's not gonna happen.
So yeah, like they do like assess you for it. Sign-ups are in, and then they gesture over to this door. That room over there.
I'll jump across to this table.
You might want to know that the way they like assess you, it's based on like how stable they think you are, and like how much a sense of like consistency, labor, and like a schedule will improve your situation.
I'll then step down from the table,
Mm-hmm.
straighten myself up slightly, and open the door.
You open the door. You see a doctor very busily sort of writing down names and information. He looks up at you.
Bowing as deeply as I can, I'll say, "Greetings, Doctor. Come to stop for the workplace scheme."
Okay, if you'd like to take a seat, we can begin the interview.
I'll sit down, closing the door behind me.
Okay. He takes out a little panel and says name.
I am Justin.
Okay.
Justin Cider.
Do you have any experience in like construction or moving things? Like manual labor in general?
A little bit. I am quite strong as well. I have two friends I wouldn't mind signing up for this scheme as well, if that would be right.
Okay, would you like to give me their names?
This should be good.
One is called Otto. He's sat at the table next to what I assume is the fireplace.
Okay. Otto. He like starts setting
And
up the name. And the other?
and the other, he didn't say, but I affectionately call him Otto Jr.
Uh, I'm gonna need a name from that one. Is he in the
Uh,
canteen? Oh,
yes, let's go ask. I'll stand up, bow slightly.
I like the idea that he's like,
Come
I
on.
have these two really good friends. What's your other friend's name? I don't know.
well, you know, it's an insane asylum. You gotta
True.
expect some weirdness.
So
I'll
before he comes back, like while that conversation's happening, I'll like go close to Otto and be like, look, if you hang out and do this thing with us, there's a 50-50 chance one of two things are going to happen. You'll either probably die or probably get out of here.
You see when you're saying this thing of like the probabilities, you see that Otto's like looks like he's like typing with his left hand as he's looking at you going through, and like he looks like he's thinking. That is better than my possibility of getting out if I stay here. And that's where he stops talking.
And that can be when Lawrence comes out then, or Justin.
All right, just you come out and you see Otto and the your best friend that you don't know the name of talking.
Greetings, Otto and Otto Jr. I need your assistance. Please come with me.
I turn and I'm like, so you in?
If it could possibly get me out of here, it feels like the right choice to make.
Yes.
Type, 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 type.
Firstly, dear friend, what is your title, your name, if you have one?
Don't have one. Technically, I'm Andrew's character, but I think if you're asking for records, they have been written down as AC.
Otto Jr. it is.
Excellent.
I'm sorry for his fouling, AC. You are very valued in this. You know what's going on.
Yeah. Thank you. I'll step back in here.
All right, he says, have you got your friends with you, and do you know their names this time?
Yeah.
I like that he keeps stepping out, then not asking us to come with him, and then going back inside.
I did call over.
The doctor
I'll
will.
go and open the door.
Okay.
Please come
backwards and
over.
forwards like a dog. Can't get in, can't get in.
I'll move out of the way so that you can get in.
Oh.
Otto, please come over.
You wanted me to come in? Oh, okay.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm not used to interacting with people anymore.
I'll see to that eventually.
He begins writing down. Okay, so do any of you have like any sort of background in manual labor or construction or anything?
I am strong. I used to be. Was I in the military with this character? No, we were in. I was in a colonial party.
I mean, I only started existing about 40 minutes ago, so I guess not.
I helped set up a colony.
Oh yeah,
I was a detective.
nice. He's writing like as much of this as he can down. Uh, yeah, the note of like when you'd imagine he's addressing like Andrew's character is very short. You can't quite see what he's writing down, but he doesn't spend very. He like no, he spends considerably less time writing stuff down on that one. He says,
Um, I'll,
"Okay,
I'll,
how
I'll
much?"
point, I'll,
Uh,
I'll point to my friend over here and say, he told me his name was AC, possibly.
yeah, we've got his name on file.
Good, good.
It's all fine. Uh, all right. And how much progress would you say you've made in the time you've been here? Do you think you've become better people?
Yes.
100%.
I've made
How do we
7
define?
friends since
How
I've
does
been
better
here.
get defined in this place?
More stable, adjusted to society.
Then yes.
Okay. Uh, have you felt any violent tendencies within the last 48 hours?
Not a
All the
one.
time.
No,
Okay.
no.
Okay.
But the medication keeps it down.
Okay. He continues writing things down. And have you ever how strong would you say you are? Scale of 1 to 10.
On a scale
9.
on a scale of 1 to 20.
You'd say you're a 9.
Uh,
5.
Andrew's character, who insists of going on a scale of 1 to 20,
that
how
that
strong
that
would you
that would
say
be
you
an
are
8.
on out of 20?
Yes. He's like, well, I guess I've got to write down 8 then.
I'm a 5 on a scale of 1 to 10. Or
Alright.
make it 10 on a scale of 20 for that one.
Oh, so you're a
You
10. That's excellent.
on a scale of 1 to 20, I guess, since we're all for some reason, I think I'm about a 19.
No, it was mainly just for Andrew's character, because Andrew's character, for some reason, only discloses his strength, intelligence, wisdom on scales of 1 to 20. They haven't figured
Wait,
out why.
is wisdom measurable?
That's, according to Andrew's
Not to my
character,
knowledge.
he measures all of the things about himself on scales of 1 to 20 for some reason.
Because I don't think anyone who could have got stuck in here can be very, very, very wise.
It's alright. It's alright.
Fundamentally stable or unstable one person may or may not be.
And how physically healthy would you all say you are? Final question.
Ooh, 21.
Impressive.
What scale is that on?
Just like 1 to 10.
8.
Nice.
Like 6.
Okay. Right. He said, yeah, okay. Well, I'll review these applications. They all look quite promising. And I'll get back to you before lunchtime.
But it is lunchtime, isn't it?
No, I believe it's mid brunch, maybe.
No, it's like 10. Lunchtime will be in a bit. He then like sort of
Uh,
Just sitting there blinking at the doctor, like blinking,
he
staring.
so, let's go, Otto and Charles,
he then sort of gestures
to
for you guys to leave.
to back to whatever it is we do here.
Oh,
Follow me.
we sit around until something interesting happens, like some
Uh,
person trying to escape and letting the guards beat them up again.
Yeah, most people just wait around for that to happen. You know, something fun to watch.
Okay, so let's go wait. Follow me. I'll go stand here.
I take one long hard look at the interviewer and then leave.
The interviewer seems like he notices you looking at him strangely, and you notice like he's writing something down that you can't see over his file.
He reminds me of my brother. He does.
What happened to your brother?
Yes, what
Unexplained
happened?
death.
Ah.
Oh, okay. I'll not go into that any further. It being unexplained and all. Let's go talk to Susan. I'll walk over to Susan.
You actually see that Susan is like sort of in the corner. She's dragged a bunch of things in the way of her to sort of separate herself off from everyone else.
Greetings,
And
you can
Susan.
To see you.
You can see she's curled in the corner of the room. Make a perception check.
Oh, okay. Yeah. 7.
Yeah, she's just sort of curled in the corner.
Okay. I'll I'll stop about here. And I'll say hello.
You see that she like pricks up in panic. And you hear some like thumps and bangs, and the rustling of like plastic. And then she turns around to greet you.
I'll bow slightly. And I'll say you need not worry. We are all friends here.
She seems very shaky. But it's like, yeah, we're all friends.
I would like to talk to you about something. If that is okay with you.
No, I'm busy right now. Go away.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Good. She then curls back up in the corner in that weird position she was in before.
So, Otto,
Yeah, Otto like looks up from the table he was looking at to you. Yes.
you used to be an investigator, right? Or still are?
Yes, before I
Maybe.
came here.
Yes. I'll say in a hushed tone. Do you know anything about that person in the corner?
Which person in the corner?
This person in the corner. Gesturing with me over at Susan.
Can I do a history check to see if
Yeah,
I know anything
you
about
can
that?
roll history to remember like your interactions with them.
I also have keen mind, so if I have interacted with them before, I will just start telling him everything I have seen them do for the last 30 days.
Okay. Uh, yeah, oh, you don't really talk to her very much. She keeps to herself. You remember that she's usually quite skittish, and she always seems to go to that corner.
Mm-hmm.
And you suspect that she's hiding something. Well, like
Yeah,
somewhere around there.
I'm just like, uh, sort of like, uh, 3 weeks ago Tuesday at such and such a time, she went to that corner to hide from everyone else.
Yeah,
Then, like, just keep doing that for every day that I
yeah,
observed something.
you recall that like it's almost a daily occurrence. She goes over there.
Clicking away for
In-
files on my, like, imaginary computer as I'm doing it.
Yeah,
Interesting. And what about Gregory and Fred? Do you know of them?
you have seen Gregory and Fred in the halls, but they don't really. They like to stay in their room. They don't really socialize much.
I talk about every time that I have seen them in the halls and the fact that their inability to appear in any of the communal areas is most likely suspicious.
Hmm. Interesting. And what about oral fixation room?
I didn't even know there was an oral fixation room.
Well, that's what the blue panel said.
Hmm.
The lizard woman and the dwarf man. The one that licks the cards. And the one that tries to chew your hair.
I am not pulling back any data on these people.
Yeah,
They may
you
or
don't
may not
interact with
exist.
them. You don't interact.
Come with,
You haven't interacted with them really at all.
come with me, and let's go see the oral fixation room. They work on cards.
Andrew's character.
Mm-hmm.
You get approached by the person sitting at this table, uh, who asks you, hey,
Hey.
have you ever considered, the worship of the one true Lord and Savior?
Ooh, which one?
You know, the unspeakable one.
Can I hear this?
Uh, yes, you can. You know, rules rules over the bottom of the nine layers.
Oh,
You
right.
know,
Yeah. The one you're not
Dark,
supposed to say his name.
yeah, Dark Lord.
Yeah, I know him.
Have you considered worship of him?
Ah, you mean my friend Jeff?
No, not Jeff.
I believe he is called Jeff.
I mean, I could tell you his name if you want to know.
It is Jeff.
Have you considered worship of him?
Uh, depends. I mean, none of it's
What?
real, but so it's like,
Sh- Sure, but do you want to worship him though?
no.
Ah, he looks very dejected.
Who's to say that we don't already?
Do you want to worship him with me?
The question is, do you want to worship him with me?
Yeah, sure.
Give me a minute. I need to go prepare. I'll walk here and enter this room.
Okay, there's a doctor in it.
I think, Doctor,
Hello? Why have you come? You're not
I've
scheduled for
come,
a psych evaluation.
I've come to inform you that someone is talking about something called the Dark One. The one that isn't supposed to be named.
Oh yeah, that's oh yeah. We know about him. It's fine. Just ignore his ramblings.
Okay,
We're working on it. It'll take some time, but you know.
okay. Thank you, take care.
It's like you've popped into somebody who works there and has just said, "Hey, do you know there's an insane guy in here?"
What? Where?
I'll come over here next to this person. I'll say, yes, come with me.
Cool. Let's go pray. We can go to my room and pray together.
How about we
And
go
he
to
says,
my
"Yeah, no,
room?
follow me. No. Come on.
When he goes through the door, I'll say, you two, please follow me.
Uh,
And then I'll start heading that way.
this guy comes over and starts talking about how the end is coming. The horrific fluid of orange and green, it approaches. It contains all. The worlds are ending.
Really? Is it like
Yeah.
orange and lime flavor?
No! It's not orange and lime flavor. It's a very real threat and no one will take me seriously about it. And this guy just keeps walking into his room.
He's like, Lawrence's character turns the corner, looking back at us, being distracted, like,
He's like, it's very serious. It's a major issue. It will radically change everything. None of it will be the same.
Well, I mean, if it's gonna end everything, then yes, that would radically change everything.
It won't end everything. It's more the containment of the cosmos and everything will be different and it's approaching.
Can it be stopped?
I don't know, but I need to get out of here if I want to find out.
Alright, well, just hang about. We're all trying to get out. Try talking to the guy that's through there, asking if you can get on one of the work placements. And
Yeah, sure.
just pretend that everything's normal.
Oh, okay. Thanks, guy. And he walks in.
Walks in. The end of times!
The door closes.
Okay. I guess I should catch up with these guys.
You walk in, Lawrence. You walk into the wrong room.
So hard to tell. Everyone looks the same.
They're in this room. I did ping it. In fairness, I also can't hear Lawrence on Discord. But I'm
Lawrence
just
doesn't exist anymore.
He doesn't
I'm just hearing him
exist.
through the wall.
It's this room, right?
No, it's this room. I pinged it like twice.
Hello.
I couldn't see it at all. I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry.
My internet connection is not doing well in terms of showing me things on time.
It's alright. It's alright.
I'm just gonna stand outside the door and sort of. He did say to just be there in case something bad happened.
Alright. So, Lawrence, you wander into the room. Yeah, he tells you to close the door.
I'll close it over, but I won't shut it fully.
And he says, okay. He goes over his cabinet. Like,
Can I follow directly behind him.
He says, "No, I need a little bit of space.
For what?
Well, I have to like, I just need to get like, this thing out. So can you like back up a little bit?
What thing? What thing? I like fingers.
Well, just guy, I wanna help you out here, but like I need to.
And I want to help you out. Worship the one. You know, the one.
Dude,
Do you not worship the one?
I mean, I do. I just need a little bit of space, my guy.
You're not worshipping him in the correct way.
No, dude, bro, I just need you to take like a step back so I can lie down.
Why not get instead of the cabinet?
Bro, I just back up a second and it'll be all good.
I'll move here.
He then gets down and reaches far underneath the cabinet and pulls out a little holy symbol that he keeps there. And then he goes to his cabinet, pulls out one of the drawers, pulls out a fake cover from one of the drawers, like a fake bottom, and then pulls out a very thin book that has a black cover. He places the holy symbol on his dresser and begins reading a prayer. Do you speak Infernal? Or Abyssal?
Primordial and common.
You don't understand what he's saying. It sounds like guttural, sort of angry noises, but there's a certain refinement to it.
I'll I start saying things in primordial.
And he says, he looks confused at you, but is like, maybe he's from a weird sect. Alright.
Do you not pray in primordial?
And I mean, traditionally, you want to pray in, like, Infernal. Lawrence, give me a D100 roll. Anyway, those were D20s.
88.
I need to roll this, guys. Okay. You hear a voice.
Mm-hmm.
It says, "Do you desire your freedom?"
I do.
I can give it to you.
At what cost?
The only cost I desire is your immortal soul. And then freedom can be all yours.
I'll say, what about his soul? I presume it's happening in my head.
This is happening in your head. It doesn't seem like he hears it.
I will be replying in my head.
What do you think back? Do you just what you asked? Like, what about his soul?
Yeah.
He is.
Can I give you his in my place?
You could sacrifice him in my name. Then I would grant you your freedom.
Done.
Just to quickly check, he did say that he left the door open a crack so we can see in. Is that Lawrence?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I did.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. Just ignore me casting a spell to make writing on the wall then.
Okay.
Nothing to worry about.
So Lawrence,
Mm-hmm.
a strange contract appears in your hands. It seems like the other person doesn't notice the contract.
Mm-hmm.
The voice in your head just tells you to sign it at the bottom.
Can I read it?
Uh, okay, make a perception roll.
6.
You somehow do not notice the word on the wall.
I will sign.
Okay, you sign the contract. Uh, do, sure. How do you want to sign it? You don't really have any ink. Best you got is, like, you think that you could, like, write it in your own blood if you, like, bit at the tip of your finger.
I'll do that.
Alright, you sign it in your own blood. As soon as the contract is signed, it rolls up and disappears. What do you do?
I'll start taking off my top. Oh no, wait, I'm in a straitjacket, aren't I?
You are in a straitjacket, yes.
Can I try and again?
Can you repeat that? I didn't get it.
Can I try and break the stitch in the sleeves together?
Roll me a strength check.
40.
No, you can't break out.
I'll ask the guy next to me. Help me loosen the straitjacket so I can breathe easier.
He goes to start, like, trying to get the straitjacket off you. And then as he, like, gets behind you, he looks at the wall, and almost as soon as he sees the wall, you just see that his... Okay. So... Just 1 second. I did not have this prepared because I didn't expect for this to be happening.
How did you not expect this?
I just didn't see that angle really coming. Does this work? Okay. I just need to quickly find. All right. Then you.
Ah.
Yeah, you haven't noticed that, but that guy does notice that, and I just have to quickly. I just have to. Might take a second. Might take a second. Just yeah. A small, insignificant thing has occurred.
Yeah.
I'm so glad I'm not inside that room.
I no. You're all right. All right. Hang on. You see. You do notice this weird, like,
Happy
giant
chat.
bone thing appears. Uh, Immediately, it seems unique in some way. It seems different to. I mean, sorry. Andrew's character notices that this thing seems different in some way to like other devils. Roll me Arcana.
Sure.
Would I
It-
in any way know what this is?
You can also roll Arcana.
17?
You know that this is a bone devil, but you wouldn't. But it's not like a typical one. You can't tell, but something is different about it. Andrew, you get essentially the same information. You notice that it immediately, sort of scrapes at the wall, and strange magical energy pulses round its fingers, erasing a word that you did not see that was there. And then you see it. Then you see the guy who was helping you get unrestrained.
Like, Lawrence, you just turn around and you just see the word man written on the wall.
Yeah,
Like,
just see
man? Huh?
You see him get essentially impaled on this thing's stinger, and he then slinks away into some fiery pit that immediately closes
Okay.
up behind you. They both vanish.
Now, I don't know whether this has totally fucked me up or not. Because Asmodeus, I offered his soul to Asmodeus for my freedom.
You did not read the contract. That's you just signed it without reading it or giving a fake name. That's so you do not know.
Technically, the thing that you agreed to was killing him. And if anything, I killed him.
But I offered his soul
I mean, his major
for
issue is
my
he was
freedom.
the major problem is he learned that information and was praying to Asmodeus at the same time. So Asmodeus was getting like a ping of, "Here's your true name." Oh, murder.
What awful timing for him.
Is the book and thing still in the room?
Yeah, it seems he dropped them when he was impaled in the face.
Okay, I'll come over here and ask, can you untie me from bonds? Oh, Otto Jr.
We can try.
I will also try and just.
You know you are. You know that there doesn't seem to be any blood left in this room.
Oh.
Interest. I'll escape again. 23.
Nope.
Everything go okay?
Roll that again, because I would have been helping you.
Still no.
Okay, we need to find something sharp.
Is there anything sharp lying around?
No. It seems that this place is devoid of sharp objects for some reason.
What form does Andrew take?
More Pico. Quite literally.
Are you able to bite through this fabric?
I could try. What role would
If
that
you
be, Joseph?
Roll an attack with just strength as the
Oh,
modifier.
great. So basically just a strength. Ah,
Oh my god, you crit. Okay. Yep, you automatically hit, and then technically it does 1 plus your strength modifier damage,
nice.
doubled to 2 because you crit. So you deal 1 damage to it.
Excellent.
You bite it. You do make like a rip in it, like a rip, but it seems like you'd have to perform several more of those in order to get all the way through.
Well, that took all of my power to do 1 damage.
Why are you both taking so long?
can you help me?
You walk over and you just see AC like biting at the straitjacket on your friend. You also make a perception check.
Oh, bad at that.
You hear that it is far too quiet in that room for there to only be like your friend that you can see directly in front of you in it. Like you get the idea, you get the sense that there isn't another person in there.
Oh, where'd the
Uh,
cultist go?
I'll very quietly whisper what I thought happened. Okay,
Huh.
so he invited me into his room to worship that thing. I heard a voice in my head that offered me freedom for a soul. I offered his soul. Looked a bit strange at the wall. A bone thing then appeared and stabbed him in the face and then disappeared through a fire portal. And also there's the word man written on the wall.
Oh, that's gone now. Weird.
Strange.
So who offered you freedom?
The voice in my head.
We're told not to listen to those. They lead us to bad things.
You also see he's
Um,
holding like what is clearly an evil. You can like feel the evil seeping off the two objects he's holding. One is
I'm
like a
not-
strange symbol, and the other is a black book.
I'm gonna take the book off him.
No, I want to keep the book.
No, give me the book.
I must wrap it away and not let the evil get out.
It is AC an ally.
Yes?
Cool. I'm gonna shiv Justin.
Okay.
I'm not sure how this helps with getting him out of here, but
Roll to hit.
Nice.
roll the shiv.
There's a 24 hit you, Justin.
Yes.
Roll damage.
8+ because you're an ally. I get another 3d6.
Ooh.
He shivs you very hard, Justin.
That's an ouchie.
And then I take the book once he's in pain, and I step away from him in a straitjacket, and replace the shiv up my in a place that no one will notice it again.
What was that? Up your what? It's in my prison pocket.
I'll tell you where you can stick that shiv.
You
Exactly
are
where
in
it's
severe pain. You feel like
Yeah.
you're gonna need to go somewhere to get that looked at.
and then I'm gonna like
Yeah.
leave again
I'll,
and go and scan read my book
I'll
that
link,
I've got.
Do you
I'll link way to the doctor, and I'll tell him what Jimmy fruit.
Oh.
And the pet.
You'll tell him nothing
because
because
you
no
want-
one can understand you anymore.
How not?
Because no one can hear you.
Internet.
You literally can't get out a single word without it sounding like a garbled mess. But yeah, I'm just gonna scan read the thing, and because I can like remember everything, I'm just gonna photographic memory this book.
Do you speak Infernal or Abyssal?
I do actually.
Oh, you can actually read this then.
Oh, that's worrying.
It's it's a tome that describes like the basic fundamental teachings of Asmodeus, and like it describes a prayer that has a high chance of like getting his attention. It's quite informative on that. There's also one in there for like summoning a devil. There's a ritual. in
So
there.
I'll.
Kind of want to stab him again if he went past me, just to like try and have his components here for summoning this devil. But I wouldn't have read the book by that point.
You'd still have a bit of blood on the dagger.
I mean, there's
shiv.
blood on the dagger and there's a bit of blood on the floor.
I turned to AC and I'm like, interesting. Yeah, making split decisions never ends up happy for most people.
Yeah,
Do you want to summon a devil?
I think he's got rid of his soul. Would summoning a devil help?
I don't know. Does anything help?
Not really sure yet.
Do you know what this is about? You keep talking about this being an adventure, or...
Yeah, it's where he had to get his character out of the insane asylum. And you, if you want to come.
I don't think he's going to make it out.
The stabbing probably didn't help.
He wouldn't let me see the book.
Lawrence, you arrive in the office. The doctor immediately throws healing magic on you once he sees your injury.
Mm-hmm.
Do you tell him anything?
I tell him specifically that about the stabbing, and nothing that happened. Nothing about no.
Do you mention who
not,
stabbed you?
Yes, but not why.
Okie dokie. Well, we'll just check the CCTV cam footage. 1 second. He turns around and begins replaying the recording. And then he seems very confused. He says, Huh? As you notice that, like, on the monitor behind him, it seems that the footage essentially just cuts in places. You notice that the time you got stabbed is essentially just cut out of the footage.
Interesting.
He goes, why were you even in that room? He asks.
The person wanted to talk to me that lived there.
He says, who is that again? And he starts flicking through his files and says, we don't have anyone who stays in that room. And again, I don't really go over there a lot. He's very confused. And it's like, maybe he's just a
But,
weirdo. Fell down some
but he stabbed me.
uh, get him. Okay. We'll send some people to like look into this. For now, just like stay away from him.
How much did he heal us for?
He heals you back up to full.
Okay. Whilst this is going on, I will think at the thing that I will try and think at the thing that contacted me before and say, so about the thing that happened before.
You don't get a response.
Okay.
So, Otto and Andrew's character, what are you two up to?
I'll back
I'm just
shortly.
waiting for. I'm just getting the explanation of everything that's going on from AC, and hoping he will help me get out of here, so I can get back to doing the things I love.
I mean, I think the thing we're meant to be doing is waiting for the person to get back to us about that work.
Yes, but if you're saying that like the other one is the protagonist, then he didn't want to wait for any of that stuff.
True. We should go find him then.
Hopefully he's not one that holds sore feelings over someone really wanting to read a book.
Nah. So, Lawrence, where does your character go after in that room? I'm guessing.
He has already left his room. I heard him go to the bathroom.
Fair enough. I'm guessing we just go back to the, like, dining nice area.
Yeah, and Otto gets to read some of his book.
Oh, it's nice to read books.
It is nice to read books. You actually meet the guy who was going on about the end times.
Ah, hello again.
He says, "Oh, I think I might have actually gone in. I did really well.
Excellent.
I just pretended like the giant goop is not coming to encase us all."
Exactly.
Is
And
this like how I pretend that you all actually are human and not just weird, creepy monsters out to get us all?
Yeah.
Good to know.
Hey, he leans into you. Andrew's character is like, I think that guy's a bit weird.
It's okay. You haven't tried to kill me yet, so I haven't had to kill you in return.
Ah, yeah, it's okay. Yeah, so we seriously need to get like out of here so we can like save the day and prevent that goop from engulfing us all.
Okay, so what is it, like 11-ish now?
It's like they are serving lunch. It's like 11:30.
Excellent. Let's get lunch and wait to hear the good news.
You are handed flavor cube,
Ooh.
the best flavor of cube.
I nonplussedly eat my flavor cube.
You see that that's a hit, Andrew, on flavor cube. You don't crit flavor cube though. You see, like, you see Andrew's character going for like really aggressive bites at this food, and he hits the food, but it doesn't seem to make a lot of like. You'd expect most people when they bite food like that voraciously, as if they were attacking the food, to actually like take big chunks out of the food, but Andrew seems to be making very little progress on his food. Like he's just sort of like getting at it. It's not going super well for him. But he is attacking his food. Very much so.
I do love the roll of 18 plus -1 plus 3.
Yep, yep, yep.
Where is your protagonist?
I believe he is on the toilet.
I think he's on the toilet.
So he has gone to the toilet. In the meantime, would you like to know more about the end of the world?
Oh, yes, please.
I mean, I think we should try summoning a devil.
He's like, that seems a bit too heavy for me.
But think about it
But
this way: if we summon a devil, it will create enough of a distraction that we can probably leave.
true. And I guess some evil will have to exist so we can all save the world.
It's fine.
What's the
Everyone who
ritual?
works here is already evil, right?
Possibly. What does the ritual require?
I explained to him everything the ritual requires.
Basically, depends on how strong a devil you want to summon. But it seems that there's like a specific pattern that it wants blood to be sort of in, and it seems two things affect the strength of the ritual. How good the pattern is, like how precise it is. If it's like very carved out or like specifically shaped, then it's stronger. And the more blood you have, the stronger it is.
I explained this, and I'm like, so we just need like a lot of blood and a place where we can put down a really cool looking shape.
Well, we know that
Uh,
that room back there is empty now.
It was also full of blood,
that's true.
probably
Hey,
dried by now.
hey, Lawrence, are you back?
Yeah.
All right. So canonically, it's now lunchtime-ish,
Canonically.
and your character decided to go to the toilet after your shiving.
Okay. In the intervening time between the shaving and lunchtime,
You were on the toilet.
yeah, do I get any messages from anyone?
Oh,
in
no,
my-
no, no, no.
Great.
You don't.
Okay.
Uh, so, the end times are coming, dude asks, so where are we gonna get all this blood from then?
What blood?
Uh, where do you go, Lawrence, after you've gotten off the toilet?
Uh, hmm. I will walk back here, peek around this corner to look down there. Is Otto still there?
Otto and everybody are sort of like chatting here.
Okay.
I believe
I'll
Otto is there.
When
Uh,
if he comes in, I'm just gonna be like, oh, your book, you can have it back now. I've learned everything. Thank you for allowing me to have your book.
I'll into this room and I'll close the door fully.
Alright, you enter that room with the book. Do you start reading the book?
I mean, I can't read it because I don't know either of the languages that would require me to read it.
Kulu Kathagan.
I'll kneel down and say what I started saying before when I heard them in my head.
Okay, roll history to see if you can accurately reproduce the prayer.
17.
Yeah, you managed to like passably make the prayer. You pray. Roll a d100.
4.
You don't hear anything.
Okay. I'll continue doing that.
Alright. Uh-oh. End of all times guy and Andrew's character. Where are you gonna get all this blood from?
Maybe we need to find a volunteer.
Otto would have a catalogue of the people he's seen in this place. Is there anyone who's
Extra bloody.
whose proclivities would make them very easy to convince to be part of this process?
Looking around the sort of these three who were sort of talking to each other and her in the corner. Those are the only sort of people you can see.
Yeah, but like, is there anybody in that? Do I know of anyone that would be like more likely to give up to this idea of volunteering some blood?
You know that Susan always seems quite out of it, and you could probably convince her to like volunteer some blood. Otherwise, you can think of another person. Thomas. He's pretty like willing to do basically whatever anybody else tells him. So much so to the point of detriment.
Oh, quick question, Joseph. Did lunch include like one of those like plastic cups with orange juice in or whatever?
You got a flavor cube, and then they also put a like orb of. It's really strange. They put like an orb. Do you know, like a dew droplet?
Mm-hmm.
They put essentially that on your tray, but scaled up to about like a handful size.
Okay. No containers. Good to know.
You do not have a container now. You have the tray.
Melt it into a container.
I mean, yeah, that's an option. It has like 3 or 4 shallow containers, technically.
Okay.
For like the stuff to stay separate.
Good to know. Thank you.
Those are the only 2 people Otto thinks that you could possibly convince to give up a significant proportion of their blood.
Okay, I will explain to the others that we need to give the people that are likely to be convinced, and then we'll lead them off to go find the one that seems most easy to convince.
The door opens directly behind you, and Andrew's character.
Mm-hmm.
He says, "Alright, you 3. I mean, this will save me some time. We've decided to approve your application, but he pulls out a little container that has some pills in it, and hands them to Otto. Otto, you have to promise you'll take one of these every hour." And we'll
course.
have somebody with you guys to sort of monitor you on this
I don't want
project.
to. I obviously don't want to go back to being the person I was before you gave me this to balance me out.
Good, good, good. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go find the other applicant. Last I saw him, he head in here on the cams. He begins walking.
No, I will stop,
Alright,
and I'll go and sit on the bed.
okay. He walks in and says, "Oh, hey. I've come to tell you your application is approved. What's that book you're reading?"
Ah, thank you. I don't know. I found it in here.
He peers over at the page. Oh, does this guy...
It's. Do you want it?
He says, "Ah, no, it's just mad rambling, so it's fine."
I pick it up and put it in
He walks
the
away.
fold.
He's just telling you that your application is approved and thinks you've done some crazy scribbling.
I'll close it up and try doing the prayer one more time.
Oh yeah, when he's there, he does tell you, so at 1, please meet at like the main reception door, which is like here.
Right, okay.
He'll tell you through that as well.
So I'll close the door fully, and then I'll try the prayer one more time.
Give me another D100 roll, Lawrence.
74.
Oof. You don't get a response.
I assume it was close.
It was pretty close.
We'll put the book inside my clothing.
Roll
Uh,
sleight of hand to see how well you can hide the book in your clothes.
24. Oh, no, that's.
Yeah, you managed to conceal the book pretty well. Okay,
Do I still have the little crossing?
you still have the holy symbol, yes.
I'd like to hide that as well.
Sleight of hand? Oh yeah, that's basically invisible. So the book, you managed to like tuck it in a weird way so that it's like flat on your back. And the holy symbol, uh, even though it's like quite, you realize that if you wore it under your shirt, it would be pretty visible because your shirt's white and the symbol is black. But you realize that you can tuck it like underneath the sole of your shoe, in the like front section of your shoe, and you perfectly hide it in there. It's like just the right size for it.
Make my way back out here.
Okay. You see Otto and Andrew's character and a guy who claims that the world's ending, all discussing some stuff.
Oh, hey, do you want to help us convince people to give up their blood? Oh. Fill time.
I don't know. I feel like we've got a good chance to get out of here now. So maybe the distraction's not a good idea.
Always good to have a backup plan.
True.
Hey, you end of world dude.
Uh-huh.
I'll whisper to him.
I'm sorry, I couldn't catch that. What did you say?
They're not saying anything.
Nope, not a word.
Is there a special assignment for you?
Oh, you have a special assignment for him. He says, well, no. I've got to get out of here. And in like an hour or half an hour, I'll be let out.
Yes, but first you have to do his special assignment.
What's your special assignment?
Whatever he says.
No. Look, I'm an award-winning scientist. I have to get out of here to investigate this horrific anomaly. Can you repeat that, Lawrence?
What is this anomaly?
Again, said it like 3 or 4 times. Big cloud of goop. Gonna like, it's very weird. It's like yellowy and greeny.
And what does this cloud do when it comes into contact?
It seems to like contain them and shuffle them round on first contact. Like it contains stuff and then shuffles it around. It's very weird. I have to investigate further. I'm not really sure.
Absolutely. Hey Susan,
She is just lying there completely out of it.
we're over to Otto.
I think he wants to take her over to Otto.
Yes, I said I'll pick up.
Okay, I think he says he picks her up and takes her to Otto. I got that through the from being through the wall and not from hearing what he said on Discord.
That's quite handy.
So he picks up So Otto, the person you shanked a minute ago, has brought you an unconscious woman.
Just sitting there. I've just taken my medication. I do not understand what's going on here. Why have you brought this person? What is going on?
I think it was for your blood.
But I've got my blood.
Excellent.
Oh, you mean for the ritual?
Yes.
Okay. Do we have a space that's safe? You do know they have CCTV all over these rooms, right?
I mean, this was your idea.
Was it?
Those are very strong drugs.
They stop my worst tendencies.
Lauren said stuff, but I couldn't hear on Discord, even slightly.
He's definitely not coming through in Discord. Part of me is wondering if this is a worthwhile thing to continue with if we can't hear the main character.
Something tells me he's went to that room.
Yes, I say follow me. I know a safe place.
Okay,
Alright.
if you know a safe place.
Susan is obviously going with you regardless.
Poor Susan.
End of the world guy is gonna stick with you, Andrew.
Just like, not right at the front. watching from the side.
You seem to be somewhat more together than your other companions, or at least not as outwardly violent. Although Otter does seem pretty mellow now. So what do you do, Lawrence? Do you follow
Until Otter-
Otto, by the way?
Until
Yeah,
everybody-
I follow. Sorry, I just haven't moved myself, I suppose.
Okay, I'll put Susan on the bed and say, okay, do your thing, and I'll
What? What am I
You
to do?
said,
Put Sue
do
on the
ritual.
bed, then
do your thing.
What thing?
Do. You said you needed it.
What?
he wants you to do the ritual.
You said you wanted to do a ritual.
Oh, okay. In my like suggestible state, I will do what I am told.
Okay, how much blood do you take from Susan? Enough to kill her, or just like a little bit?
I will suddenly close the door, and I will stand here and watch.
I do not understand what is happening anymore. What is going on?
He closed the door and then went over there to stand on watch.
Yeah, well, you do your ritual.
Make
Do-
a
how-
decision. How much blood do we get?
Yeah,
Do I
that's
cut badly? Do I cut well?
what
I
I was
don't
thinking.
know. How do I roll this?
Roll.
Up,
Just
it is
roll an
entirely-
attack.
it's entirely up to you. I'll allow you to decide how much you want to take from Susan.
As much as I can without killing this person?
Alright, roll medicine.
Oh god, I'm really bad at medicine.
Ah, good old Shiv.
Oh! You think that, right, so
You're very drugged up.
Hopefully this is better.
you think that, like, people, like, don't need blood, right? Like, that's not a thing people need much of in your, like, dazed state. Like,
yeah,
you know,
they're all shadow beings after all that are just out to get me in the end, right? Like this
yeah,
is...
yeah, so I'll just take all the blood,
So-
and, like, I'm sure she'll have more eventually, right?
So
Sure,
if I,
that's how
if
this
I
works.
just cut the head off,
And so you, like, you strategically begin, like, draining as much blood from Susan as you possibly can in order to
Okay.
perform this ritual.
And then I'll put it into as fancy a symbol as I can possibly make in my current state.
Okay, roll, like, I'll allow, like, either sleight of hand or arcana.
would he get advantage because of his perfect recall?
Yeah, sure, I'll give you that.
I mean, the 25 was good to begin with, but
You never
so was
know.
the 25. The 25 was also good.
Yeah, you make this symbol very neat. Like, it's surprising for how much blood you removed from this person that you managed to actually get it that good.
Bad
Okay.
bad at medicine, good at arts and crafts.
Yep. Okay. So, sacrificed one whole person.
One whole person.
And you got the shape pretty damn accurate. Alright. Right, give me 1 second. I did not think you would summon this, but you summoned this.
I'm sure everything's fine in there.
Andrew sent you a message.
Ah, sorry, I didn't see.
Alright.
It's not important. But,
It's accurate though.
yeah.
Okie dokie. So, this thing appears in the center of the circle, and the weird symbols.
It's a friend.
I'll just.
Hello?
It says, "What do you desire?"
To escape this place?
Uh, Very well.
To destroy the shadow people who are keeping us here?
You seek both. You seek two things: the death of those who imprison you and your freedom.
Freedom is more important.
Very well. He pulls out a contract and says, it says it. Do you read the contract? He will say, "I can free you for your soul." The contract seems like a pretty legit deal. There aren't any obvious fine printy traps. It's very much on the he'll go around like murdering all the doctors and patients in order to get you out of here as a good distraction. And like he'll kill people who have like the keys to the building and give you the keys and stuff. He'll do everything in his power to get you out. And if he's successful in that goal and you manage to get out, you owe him your soul.
When is the soul being payment required?
Oh, like, just when you die.
Oh, sure, sign.
Cool. He'll leave you with a copy of the contract. And he pockets the original.
Mm-hmm.
Which disappears. And then he... this guy will continue to follow Andrew's character. Yeah. Then he will step out and start walking in this direction.
I'll
Lawrence?
step to one side.
The door begins to open, and you see a large creature covered in barbs step out.
I'll get down on one knee and say, "I am with your."
He is completely ignoring you. He just immediately heads to this door, and then you see him enter here. And then you hear screaming.
I will enter here as well.
I didn't know we had a tiefling. Ah!
You see this thing I'll just make some attack. Eh, eh, eh. Eh, eh. Yeah, you see that this thing is just ripping this doctor apart. And
Interesting.
it calmly then like collects a key card from him.
Mm-hmm.
Turns around, still ignoring you. Walks past you, heads over to where Otto is, hands Otto the key card.
Can I
Okay.
search the doctor's body?
Sure. He seems to be very dead. He doesn't really have anything on him. He has.
For reference, do I have nothing on me except like clothes?
Roll investigation. You don't have anything except clothes on you, yeah. Roll investigation.
13.
Yeah, you can't really find anything on him.
Okay. I will head. Ooh, not supposed
Uh,
to do that.
Otto, the devil gestures for you to follow him.
I will
I'll head
follow.
back here.
The devil gets to this door. And begins essentially burning it with demonic, with like, devilish fire. Melts their way through it, gets to the next door, repeats process, uh, gets outside, and then begins incinerating door for you.
I'll lean over to Andrew's character and say, "So who's the new friend?"
He didn't give his name.
Ah,
He then steps through the hole he made in the now melted door.
is it the same as that man word that I saw before?
Yeah, same sort of creature.
Your
Ah.
freedom. My end of the bargain has been fulfilled.
So really, we
Thanks.
didn't need that key card.
It was just in case. Then flames begin to appear around him, and he begins to disappear.
Interesting.
Uh,
I'd like to make a friend like that one day.
he's just heading off
Yeah.
into the sunset.
Yep,
Yeah.
escaping.
Cool, cool, cool. Do you want to go anywhere? You're sort of in the city.
Somewhere
But I
where
mean,
people don't know me.
I've still got my straight jacket on, so I need that off.
Oh, why didn't you ask? And I just cut the straight jacket off him with the shift.
You're free, Lawrence. Actually, all of you roll perception.
You know what?
Well,
I'm gonna give myself advantage so that I use my Tides of Chaos.
You actually see that the end of the world guy is like picking his stuff up from like a box here.
Oh, go and grab my shit out of a box and head back and come.
yeah, can I go and see if my stuff is there?
All your guys' stuff is like in the box.
go grab it and then head out into freedom and to kill again. I mean, nothing.
I've just kind of deleted everything that I had.
Nice.
Epic.
Anyway,
You're all free. Where are you all heading?
I remember I had 57 gold.
End of the world, guys, is pretty insistent that okay, we gotta. I'm gonna go to my ship. I gotta go research the hell out of that whole like the world's gonna end thing.
Wait, you have a ship?
Yeah.
Can we
Again,
come with you?
I mean, sure. Like I said before, I'm an award-winning scientist. I'm very wealthy.
Let's go.
Sure.
I'll start following him.
Alright. You get to. You're in an alley. He basically leads you to just an alleyway that's just outside of the whole base sort of like security TSA system, essentially, to get into the docks.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, "Okay, how are we getting through there?"
I have a book.
Good. Anyone else got anything else other than a book?
Give me a minute. Can I start very quietly reciting the prayer
Roll a D100. Go for it.
in primordial?
Roll a D100.
Oh, 58.
Nope. Also, you hear your acquaintance that you shivved before reciting a prayer in a do you speak primordial?
I do not speak primordial.
You don't understand what he's saying, but like he's making specific tones and stuff at a similar sort of time you'd expect. Actually, no, Lawrence, you cannot recite it in primordial. You've only heard it in one language before, and you don't understand that language. You were just like using your memory to recite exactly what the other person said, so you can't repeat it in primordial.
Oh, it's okay.
You can try and repeat it again, like the way that you had it before.
I'll try and do that.
Alright, okay. Roll history to see if you can remember it again.
5. No, I don't.
Also, you hear him reciting the prayer that you know from the book incorrectly.
Mm-hmm. I will correct him and get him to say it again right.
Oh, okay. Lawrence, roll a D100. I'll give you the roll.
67.
No one answers your calls.
Damn, it didn't work.
Nobody loves him.
So how we gonna get through there? Ask Science Dude.
I've only got this.
Confidently.
Yeah, but they'll just arrest us.
What purpose would they have to arrest you?
Well, we just broke out of an asylum.
They don't know that.
How will they know that?
I guess. Okay.
We could always just climb the wall.
I mean, yeah, sure. They probably haven't gotten the news that people have escaped yet.
Yeah, but that happened like 15 minutes ago when a devil did it and killed everyone. So like, it's not like it's that.
True. So you just gotta walk through?
Yeah.
They ask you some basic security questions. Ask you if you're carrying any like items that might inflict horrible diseases on people. Asking if you have any horrible diseases.
Are you a werewolf? No. Why would you ask that? We've got our reasons.
Why specifically werewolves?
No,
it's prejudiced against werewolves.
Yes.
No, it's anything. It's like vampires, werewolves. Are you a white? Maybe stuff like that.
Nope, I'm just human.
Okay. And do you have psychic powers?
No.
No, at the moment, no.
Be nice.
are you currently carrying any weapons that would be classified as above a Category 7 weapon?
I don't know what a Category 7 weapon is.
Are you carrying anything that could obliterate a mountain?
Oh,
No.
no.
Okay. Yeah, you should all be good.
Thanks.
Thanks, take care.
Cool. Lets you through, and you get to the scientist leads you to his vessel. This actually looks like a very nice ship. Like, it has no weapons that you can see, but it is armed with some of the latest and greatest scientific equipment for, like, long-range observations.
I want to ask Otto if he can teach me some of this language in the book.
Otto?
Hello?
Graham?
What?
Your recently shaved companion is asking you to teach him magic devil languages. Also, roll a constitution check, Otto.
Just a check.
Yeah. You're gradually coming down from the drugs.
Yeah, I'll teach you the languages.
Good. Thank you. I need to know them.
You still have the pills on you if you want to take them, but, like, you are coming down.
I think I'll see what this feels like for a bit.
And he's like, okay, so, do you want me to drop you guys anywhere, or do you want to come with me and, like, save the universe?
We'll come with you and save the universe.
Yeah, save the universe.
Sure. He'll begin the, like, liftoff sequence, and he goes to leave. This ship is incredibly fast. It booms. It's so much faster than any ship you know of. It
But
rockets out of there at high speed.
I'll say to the scientist and everyone else who wants to listen, hey, I know of this ship. It's shaped like a train. Let's go look for it.
Can the people on the ship help us? They might be able to help us save the universe.
They seem pretty smart. Yeah, there's some other scientists on there, I believe.
Oh, cool. Definitely useful.
You probably
he'll-
also want to find your wife.
Yes,
Remember,
my
she
wife-
exists.
Yeah. Fuck. Where's my wife?
You have a wife? Oh,
Yes.
Well, damn. You'll definitely
I
want to
was-
save the universe to save her, right?
Yes, I don't know where she is. I was spent so much time locked up and dragged.
It's like the drugs have just wore off and you've remembered everything.
You will you also notice the date, and it's been months since you've like you finally got to somewhere where you can see a calendar on the ship, and you realize it's been like 3 months since you got into the asylum.
Am I in any way able to remember the telephone number for the ship that I was on?
Yeah, you know car. Actually, roll history to see if you can remember your. It'll be
Ooh.
pretty easy.
Oh, 5.
Yeah, that's just enough to like.
I was gonna
fogily
say I can
recall-
like give him a load of bonuses, but if 5 is good enough.
Yeah, it's like an easy recall. you remember the number for IU's ship? You can call
Uh,
IU.
I'll say to the scientist guy, do you mind if I make a call?
He says, yeah. Just, it's fine. I just have to get us to the place where I saw it.
You
You
saw
know,
what?
well, the anomaly I've been talking about. I've got to show it to you guys.
Oh, okay.
The ship is getting faster and faster.
I'll make the call.
Okay. You get a call.
Ah,
It's
Jesus!
from
Hello!
it's from an unknown number you don't recognize.
Hello there! How can I help you today? No one's ever actually called me.
Hello, it's Justin.
Just like silence for a second. Ah, yes! The one in the asylum. How are you doing?
Well, I'm out now,
That's
and I
good.
was wondering, is my wife with you?
Out of character, would I have had enough time to have cloned his wife yet?
You know his wife didn't actually die, but
Yeah, I know that.
you were you've mainly been focusing on sure, you could have made a trial run at it, yeah. You've got like a prototype mocked up. It seems
Prototype
to be
of his
good.
wife. I look at it, it's like just horrifying monster. I was like,
Like,
yeah, she's here.
As far as you can remember, it's pretty accurate.
She always had 3 arms.
What was that about 3 arms?
Nothing. So yeah, she's here.
Great, can you send us your coordinates and we'll come and meet up?
Of course, my friend. And then,
I've got some friends with me. I think you'll like them. We're going to see this anomaly thing first, though. You don't happen to know anything about this weird orangey yellow cloud thing, do you?
I imagine we wouldn't really know about that because we're focused on other things. Joseph.
No, you would have no clue
Yeah.
about the orange yellow cloud.
So, no, we have not heard of such a thing.
Well, that's where we're currently headed, so if you head there, that's where we'll be if you want to come and see us.
In the entire of the universe, he said we're going to an orangey cloud. We'll meet you there.
I'll ask the scientist where specifically it is, right?
He'll post he'll send you the coordinates, IU, of where they're headed. It's very far away from where you are.
Well,
it-
we're about to do a mission, so maybe we can meet you on the way there?
It would take you possibly. It might take you a year or 2 to get to where they're headed.
Right, yeah, so we can't get there in that time, so we'll meet you somewhere. We've got lots of work to do.
Yes, I was asking you to meet us there.
Yeah, that'll take a year.
Right, so where do you want to meet? That's not going to take a year.
Anywhere, somewhere closer to me. There's
Uh,
this place that we're going to be visiting soon. You could meet with there.
Yes, where's that? Send us the coordinates.
I would send the coordinates for the place that we intend to raid next.
Okay.
Can I speak to my wife, please?
Is this version of his wife able to speak?
Yes, it can speak.
Excellent.
It has her memories, and it is it's sound. As far as you're aware, it sounds like her.
Excellent. Yes, I can put her on. Just one moment. Then, like, da 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 da.
She says, "Oh, you're out."
Yes, I'm out. Wake up. I'll be along to see you as fast as I can. I'm just with a scientist friend who wants to look at an orange cloud.
Cool, cool, cool. Uh,
Does this sound like my wife?
yeah. This sounds like your wife.
And she was like, yeah, there's a lot of scientists here as well.
Yeah, yeah. I can't wait to meet you again.
Great. Have you had any exciting adventures?
Oh, tons. Although, like, weirdly, I can't really remember much from, like, between the last 9 weeks and sort of now-ish. Like,
Really? You're
there's
usually
sort of,
pretty.
there's just sort of a gap in my memory there. Like, I'm just 9 weeks have sort of gone. Can't quite
Really,
remember.
you're usually pretty good at remembering things.
Yeah, something must have happened. Last thing I remember, I was like on the ship and then blank. It's all a bit confusing.
Strange.
But since then, I've had a lot of fun hanging out with RU.
Would I know
And
of anything that causes a 9-week blank memory?
roll Arcana.
6, probably not.
No, you have no clue.
Strange.
It's very weird. Anyway, I can't wait to see you. Love
Yes,
you.
we should be coming to see you very soon.
Bye.
Bye.
As you hang up, the scientist calls you all to the viewing room.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Okay.
and in the room, he shows you an image. There is a large yellow cloud incredibly far away. It seems to... You can't actually see the top, bottom, or like sides of it. It seems so large. And it seems like it's heading in this... It seems like it's expanding into this direction.
Alright.
Uh,
Strange.
It's expanding incredibly fast. And like... He backs up and to like various distances, and no matter how far he sort of goes, it's incredibly hard to see the edges of it. It's so large, even this incredibly fast ship can't really get around it. He's only found this side of it. It's also moving incredibly fast, he tells you. Like, you can see it visibly moving in the distance.
Hmm.
He also says that we're so far away from it right now. He also exclaims that it's moving so fast, even this ship couldn't outrun it.
And maybe my friends could help. Let's go to those coordinates and see if they can. Plus,
Yeah.
my wife is there.
I mean, sure, we can do that.
I mean, they can help you with the research. They have scientists.
But, like, surely we'll need, like, a government or something to back us up. Because this seems like too big a thing for, like, a couple of scientists.
As far as I'm aware, these scientists were working on some kind of biological virus thing last time I saw them.
They definitely weren't. You do not know that.
On the ships, the zombie ships.
Definitely knows that your biological virus. He was infected with it at one point.
Oh,
Yeah.
you mean the original people who were on the ship?
Yeah, the only people he's aware of that are with IU currently, he thinks the crew is all, like, the original crew is all together with IU. That's where he's at.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, oh, Constantine will be there, and
My
you
wife will be there, or
and,
you will be there.
yeah, and
The scientists.
Golden Hand should be there, and like all the crew, like all those little criminals from ages ago, they'll be there. And
Yeah.
that's all he believes is with IU at the minute.
Close enough.
But he'll say, no, we definitely need to like get a full government supporting us.
The scientists were part of some sort of government at one point.
Well,
I
yeah,
think.
but we need it now. We need it like currently. It sounds like, and we need to talk to the leaders mainly so that they can mobilize like, I don't even know, lots of large super weapons. We'd probably need to invent something to combat.
Probably.
Because look what happens when it collides with something. And then he zooms, and then he like goes to a computer panel, and zooms the image in and focuses on a solar system that's right at the edge of the weird cloud.
Mm.
And as the cloud expands into it, you see a sort of sphere form around the solar system, and then you see the solar system get rocketed towards like another point in the cloud, and eventually it just moves out of range of the sensors.
Interesting. Yes, I agree. Let's go find a government thing that preferably doesn't hate us or want to lock us up.
Yeah. Like whatever this thing is, it's moving solar systems around and casing them.
Yes, let's go.
Just okie dokie.
Yeah.
He hops back onto the ship and sets a course for. Well, I mean, the Linthanoids didn't really work out for us. Thonian, sorry. Do you want to try the Alliance or the Union?
Let's go to the Alliance. Oh
Sure.
wait, do I remember anything about the Alliance or the Union?
The Union is larger than the Alliance.
Right. Okay. So, the Union's larger than the Alliance, but doesn't necessarily mean they're better
Like,
than the Alliance.
The basic information you have is the Alliance is a like democracy that is pretty new. It doesn't own a lot of the galaxy. The Union, like, is trying to unite everybody, but has a lot of internal problems. But controls like almost 20% of the galaxy.
Hmm. Let's go to the Alliance first.
Sure. He sets a course for their capital planet after taking like several images and readings from the cloud. Otto, you got any input? Big cloud of death's gonna destroy us all, or at least encase us in big blobs and throw us
Nope.
around. What about you, and AC?
I am happy to do whatever the protagonist wants to do.
Seems reasonable.
Campaign number 3. Yeah.
He then rockets off. And that's what we'll call that session.
Pretty good.
Well,
Got one whole thing in, got a nat 20, did one.
that was a thing happened.
Wait a minute. I'm gonna cast sleep on Lawrence while we're traveling. Can my thing refresh?
Sure.
Excellent.
Roll your dice.
Where is
And
it?
how many hit points do you have, Lawrence?
Oh wait, I have to roll the spell. Boo.
I have 36 hit points.
Okay, sleep is
It's
5d8.
5d8 plus like I think it's 2 more per level up you cast at. That it does not put him to sleep.
Yeah,
No.
doesn't matter. I still cast a spell. I just
What
want.
was that?
I'm trying to relax you. Also,
Why?
also activate a wild magic surge.
Okay, go for it. Well, that's certainly a outcome.
Look, I want at least to get one thing out of my classes. So, what did I get? 85, that's a number. You kill everyone. Oh no.
Well done,
Ah.
you got ending. You got ending 2.
We got a ending. It wasn't a bad ending, at least.
That's true. I had like 3 endings worked out.
Not a
You
bad
got
ending and sold my soul to the devil are
you got the
interesting.
most unique ending, if that, because the other 2 ending is like you succeed or you fail at the end of that. But this ending is just like the whole. You find out about the horrific thing that's possibly going to destroy the universe. Because turns out that guy is just normal. He's not insane. People just
He's
think
insane in his zeal to get his work done.
he just like knew that that thing was possibly going to destroy everything, so he was trying to warn people, and he was a bit too enthusiastic in the warnings.
Yeah. Hey, I've made a good campaign now. Technically,
Yeah.
but
Technically, I suppose there's your character, which is sort of good. There's Graham's character that I don't think is good at all.
No, my character's evil.
Yeah. My character's true neutral.
I'm
To be honest, the scientist is really the only one who's doing good things.
I'm chaotic neutral. Yeah. So this is the good / neutral group.
It
We've then
turns
got
out all you need is one good person to be like, I have a thing I need to do. Be very pushy about it.
we've then got
Fuck.
What kind of power trip are you on?
I just wanted to roll my attacks.
I was I'll in character I'll say you don't need to relax me, I'm relaxed already.
Excellent. Then off we go to meet a government or your wife or something.
Why did you want to relax me?
Because you look tense.
I'm not tense.
Would you like a back rub?
No, thank you. Do you want one?
Sure.
I'll give AC a back rub.
Next time we'll resume with our normal campaigness.
So I don't get a back rub, you bastard.
And everything will be good. And nobody knows the universe is gonna end. It's all grand.
Yeah, everything
Or at
is
least
fine.
Radically shaken up.
There's only like 2 or 3 world-ending things going on, or universe-ending things going on.
Oh, it's fine. This is like a daily occurrence here.
It's ironic that the main story's dragon thing is just so unimportant.
Yeah, the main story is like Slaver Dragon is being evil. You gotta stop him. Meanwhile, in the background, that's because like there's like 15 million cosmic grand universe-ending things happening all the time.
True.
Mm-hmm.
But like
Okay.
you know,
Bye bye.
Okay,
Bye.
yes. Tune in
Okay.
next time for going after the dragon, I think.
Yeah, but you know, people show up and save the day. That's how it all goes.
Yay!
There are horrific horrors waiting around every corner. But yeah, just as many brave adventurers to die trying to stop it.
I quite like how we've